Hello, South Florida. I'm Hala Ezel.
I'm Amanda Gray. Today is Wednesday, January 25th, 2023.
Live from the FIU Lee Kaplan School of Journalism and Media, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
Hate speech is still protected speech. That's the lesson neighbors in Palm Beach County are learning after messages inside sandwich bags are tossed on their lawns. A Jewish woman from Palm Beach was in shock after finding anti-Semitic flyers in her driveway.
Tina Podhurst could not believe it when she discovered that someone planted anti-Semitic flyers in her yard and around her neighborhood. She says she has been a victim of hate speech before, but has never experienced anything like this.
This is so horrible that this is going on in the world.
Doesn't matter if we make up some of the cabinet or we make up some of, what does it say, Biden's administration? So what?
The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office said they received similar pamphlets, which they called despicable and cowardly. Officials say that they will not press charges, however, due to freedom of speech.
Officials say Palm Beach International Airport is all clear after a scare last night. Concourse C at the airport was evacuated after a passenger on a Frontier flight made a bomb threat. The terminal was closed for 3 hours, 7 flights were delayed, and people were moved outside the terminal. After searching the plane and concourse area and ensuring it was safe again, passengers were allowed to re-enter.
Broward County School Superintendent Vicki Cartwright has agreed to sever ties with the school district after claiming she has been politically ousted. The school board voted last night to once again part ways with Cartwright. This decision comes 2 months after Governor DeSantis appointed 5 members to the school board who immediately pushed Cartwright out during a public meeting. In December, the school board voted again and decided to keep her until they could revisit the issue. During last night's meeting, Cartwright defended her job performance and claimed she was being publicly humiliated for political gain. Cartwright's last day will be March 25th.
The canal that earned the nickname South Florida's Dirty Little Secret is under scrutiny yet again this morning. The network's Julian Davis was there yesterday as University of Miami researchers presented a report on water quality in Miami Beach's Parkview Island Canal.
Earlier this evening at North Shore Park, UM researchers gave a presentation reviewing water quality data of Parkview Canal, where city officials were in attendance and residents concerned. Parkview Canal was the topic of discussion Tuesday night as city officials and researchers from the University of Miami and volunteer organization Surfrider addressed Miami Beach residents of the results of tests conducted on the quality of water in Parkview Canal. Researchers explained that enterococci bacteria, which is usually found in the intestinal tract of mammals, seem to be entering the canal from some freshwater source, likely from a wastewater sanitary sewer. But this begs the question from some residents about why the conversation is not being focused on sewage infrastructure and instead on their animals.
I had to have a gas line replaced because I have a gas stove. And when they replaced it, the gas pipe was completely rotted and rotted out and had big holes in it. So if that's happening to my gas line, what's happening to the lines that come out of my toilet and my garbage disposal?
These kids are walking through that water to school. There seems to be no solutions from the city of Miami Beach. I've been at a meeting for over an hour and a half. I've heard the same old. Nothing new, no solutions, and I'm waiting for my city to do something about it.
Although the meeting was tense tonight, one thing is for certain: city officials and residents both want a solution for the issues that plague Parkview Canal. Reporting here from Miami Beach for the South Florida Media Network, I'm Julian Davis.
South Florida moviegoers are still scratching their heads this morning after Regal announced its list of nearly 40 soon-to-be closed theaters. As the network's Aquiles Barreto reports, the South Florida Beach is on that list. Aquiles is live outside the iconic theater on Lincoln Road.
As you can see, I'm right outside Regal Cinema's South Beach location, one of the nearly 40 movie theaters the chain announced it will be closing very soon. This is a great loss to the South Beach community since this is one of the only movie theaters in town. So I spoke to an avid moviegoer that is very saddened by the news. The credits are rolling for Regal Cinema's South Beach Stadium 18 and IMAX located on popular Lincoln Road. The historic theater opened in 1999 and has been the favorite spot for red carpets and movie premieres for years.
It allows smaller films to play and allows audiences to connect with smaller stories that would not be played in other theaters.
The shutdown of Regal South Beach comes on the heels of another landmark Miami cinema, the Tower Theater, closing for renovations last year. The decision comes 4 months after its parent company Cineworld filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. In a statement, the company said the decision will save them an estimated $22 million a year. Shadowwood 16 is another South Beach location that is set to close, but there are nearly 500 other chains that will remain open. In South Beach, I'm Aquiles Barreto for the South Florida Media Network.
A different kind of shell game this morning. As the network's Gabriela Perez reports, different economic factors have united to put the squeeze on egg prices.
Anyone who has been grocery shopping lately has probably noticed how expensive purchasing a dozen eggs might be. South Florida's egg prices have scrambled and have gone up $8 since December of 2021. The prices are up nearly 60% in the last year.
I think it's ridiculous for it to be that much.
The avian flu is to blame, as the fall migration of wild birds caused cases to increase. Birds have died across 47 states in the last year as a result of the deadly virus, making it hard for people to get a hold of a single egg.
As desperate as people are to get their hands on one of these, they are having a blast on social media.
While this unpredicted crisis is currently happening in the U.S., that does not stop people from making jokes and having fun all over Instagram and Twitter. Adam Great tweet on Twitter states, "Egg prices so high the chicken crossed the road to make a deposit at the bank."
Yeah, I've seen them all over my feed. I find them really funny, and I think it's really amusing that people like them. This is my favorite one.
As everyone is struggling with the spike in egg prices, social media platforms are being used to bring light into the situation. For South Florida Media Network, I'm Gabriela Perez.
A Methodist church in Florida is now offering advanced placement African American studies despite the state's effort to ban the course. St. Petersburg Allendale United Methodist has opened its doors in support of the study of African American history. Pastor Andy Oliver has welcomed any educators to come in and teach the AP African American Studies to any students or adults who want to learn more. Although Allendale UMC cannot provide AP credits for the course, Pastor Oliver says this is more important than grades.
I believe we have to know our history so that we can do better as a community. When one part of our community suffers, whether that's black or brown children or LGBTQ children, all parts are attacked. And so we are part of this inescapable network of mutuality that we have to stand in solidarity together.
Meanwhile, the College Board has agreed to consider revising the course.
An international traveler homegoing a little disappointed this morning after missing the chance to see his favorite athlete play in the Big Heat Celtics game. The boy had a disappointed look on his face after he learned that his hero, Jimmy Butler, would not be playing in the game because of an injury. The Heat later brought the kid onto the court and presented him with a Jimmy Butler jersey. Even without Butler, the Heat won a very close game, 98-95.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Amanda Gray.
I'm Hawa Ezel. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.